Stay on top of that breaking news. Tsunami watch in place along the West Coast. Live look at San Francisco. It's not unheard of. There was one in December. That was a warning because that earthquake hit off the Northern California coast, 7.0. This one, Nick, as we bring you in, hit a long ways away, but pretty strong 8.0 shaker near Russia.
Yeah, and now it's being reported, preliminary 8.7.
Oh, wow.
And there was, more than one quake, right? There was an 8.0, another 8.7,
okay.
Right there with each other and potentially triggering a tsunami. There's no confirmation yet that this quake did trigger a tsunami, but of course the buoys that are out there, they're going to record all of this, and the Tsunami Center is going to be keeping a close eye. But because of that potential and uncertainties that Tsunami Watch posted for the entire span of the West Coast, including Hawaii, Honolulu, which will be to see the potential waves, tsunami activity before the West Coast, since those potential waves have to travel across the entire span of the Pacific Ocean. They travel almost as fast as a commercial airliner as they move across the Pacific, but when the ocean floor becomes a bit more shallow, the sea depth, those waves they slow down but become higher, but we just don't know if a tsunami was yet triggered from those quakes, but we'll certainly keep you updated. And the result, though, the Tsunami Watch does include the Bay Area until further notice, including the Delta. So we'll continue watching this, but that Tsunami Watch does stretch the entire span of the state of California and the West Coast, Washington, Oregon states included. And that quake, well, right there, it was just off the coast of Russia, measured here as an 8.7 earthquake. So potential arrival times for that tsunami, if one was triggered, or tsunami activity is going to be here. Again, excuse the background. Well, again, we'll show you that map updated here in just a bit. But potential tsunami arrival times, again, if one was triggered for San Francisco, would be around 12:40 in the morning, so after midnight tonight. So it has a long way to travel. We'll keep you updated on those developments here with time. Meanwhile, here at home in the short term, things are nice and quiet. It is warm, 95 degrees in town. We are seeing thunderstorm activity across the Sierra, and more of that will develop tonight as this piece of energy, see that swirl there, begins to move in, and that instability will cause a round of storms to develop overnight across the higher elevations. And can't rule out some thunderstorm activity down to the foothills either during the overnight hours before sunrise. So I wouldn't be surprised in Pollock Pines you may hear a brief rumble of thunder. Another batch of storms tomorrow afternoon in the Sierra. Some of those may be strong with heavy rain, frequent lightning, some small hail. Beyond that, we will begin to see quiet activity returning for the Sierra, at least with thunderstorm chances after tomorrow. So by the time the weekend rolls around, nice quiet weather returns. Forecast for tomorrow across the valley, temperatures upper 80s, low 90s. Yuba City, though, one of the warmer spots into the mid 90s. Stockton, Modesto into the lower 90s for the afternoon hours. And then for the Sierra running into the lower and mid 70s out there. Then our attention weather-wise begins to shift to next week. A much warmer pattern, high pressure with the heat. That's going to be building, and that will have more influence in our weather here by mid to late next week. And that's going to be the earliest chance I see of us reaching triple digits. Again, that's going to be after the 7-day forecast. See, you will not see triple digits in the next 7 days here in our forecast. Mid-90s, 96 degrees on Tuesday. For the Sierra, temperatures staying into the 70s. Again, after tomorrow, thunderstorm chances really begin to dwindle quite a bit. So we'll have a little bit more about that forecast here coming up. But yeah, just to reiterate, Tony, that Tsunami Watch is posted, but there is no confirmation that a tsunami has developed, but we'll find out soon.
Yeah, quick question about that, Nick,
yeah,
because let's tap into your expertise. Tsunami watches are many times, they go away, right? They're lifted. And but how soon is that information given? I know they have to do some buoy checking and all that stuff, but how soon after an earthquake hits?
Well, almost immediate in terms of the coast of Russia. You'll see confirmation there before a lot of the buoys that are further out into the Pacific. But, usually probably within the next half hour to an hour, you'll get a good idea of what tsunami height is triggered, and then we'll see the downward alerts. Like in Alaska, for instance, the coast of Alaska is under a tsunami warning. So again, pretty soon, sooner than later.
Okay.